Happy lunch hour, gang. All right, it's January, it's winter, Monday, and we've got our first big dose of winter weather coming for a large part of the country. Now, I mean, you got everywhere from, the northern tier of the country got hit with a couple inches of snow. Depending on where you are, it could be a couple of feet. Okay, but I mean, overall, we had a bigger storm that wound up hitting the upper Midwest and New England over the weekend, right? That's the appetizer for the full meal that's coming. If you guys have been watching Winter Storm Finn come through, that rolled onto the West Coast, what was it, Thursday, I think it was, maybe Friday. This one's big. Okay, this is a storm that is literally covering the entire swath of the lower 48. And what we need to do now is prep for it, at least the eastern third of the country, because the rest of you guys are already in the middle of it. But what we've got going on, especially up in the Northeast, is you guys just got hit with all this snow, and now this storm is coming in and is going to dump a whole bunch of rain on you that's coming like a nor'easter. And you're going to get the issues of melting snow, high tide, and a lot of flooding. Okay. Are you ready for that? This is supposed to hit us tomorrow and Wednesday. Okay. So at least we've got a little bit of advance notice on what to do. Could it be less than what they're saying? Yeah. Okay. No question. Meteorologists, like I said, two easiest jobs in the world, meteorologist and stock picker. If you're right 50% of the time, means you can flip a coin, you have a job. But that doesn't mean you go, screw it, they won't be right. Okay. Because 50% of the time they are right. The bigger issue, and it is something that most of us prepare for. Okay. I mean, flooding, depending on where you are. I live on the side of a mountain. I'm not worried about flooding. Okay. Water's just going to run right away from me. If you live in a valley somewhere, maybe think about that. Okay. If your house is planted on a low lying area, maybe think about it. The bigger thing is electricity. Okay. And I know for a lot of people that watch this channel, electricity is important, whether it is medical equipment that you need to have powered, or, I mean, if you live way up north, heat is a good idea. We've got, from the time that I released this video here at noon, I'm recording it here, about 10 o'clock in the morning, we've got about 24 hours to get prepared for this. So, things to do now is, do you have gasoline for your gas generator? Do you have diesel fuel for your diesel generator? Have you tried starting it lately? Make sure it runs, okay? I mean, you should try to run those for 5 or 10 minutes about every 6 months. Fuel gets gummy in there because I know most people don't drain the fuel out of their generators. So have you done that? If you've got solar generators, okay, do you have them charged? Right now, you have the advantage of being able to plug them into the wall and get them up to 100% charge. Might be a good thing just to check on today and make sure that everything is ready just in case. Make sure, a lot easier to prepare when you're not in panic mode, okay? When the power all of a sudden goes out, okay? Not the time to find out, oh crap, my generators aren't charged, or oh crap, I don't have gasoline, okay? It might be worthwhile pre-positioning things to where you need them. You should already have a plan, okay? If the power goes out, what am I going to do? Where is my generator going to go? Where are my extension? Let's say it's a gas generator. Where is my generator going to go? Where are my extension cords? Okay. Do you have have your extension cords out. You're not going to be wanting to walk outside to the shed or something when there's pouring rain with 70-mile-an-hour winds, which are expected, okay, and go, gee, let me go see if I can find the extension cords. Oh, there's no power. So you're soaking wet, going through the wind, trying to look in the dark for an extension cord. Bring those in. Have them set up. You don't have to stretch everything out, but okay, my generator's in place if I need it. Great. I can plug it in, plug my refrigerator in, plug my freezer in, my coffee pot, whatever the hell you want to plug in, and you go. If you've got solar generators, might be worthwhile, go put it next to your refrigerator or your freezer or whatever, just so you don't have to do it later. The big problem that we see all the time with people is they panic. Something like this, we're preppers. We shouldn't panic. You should have a tote, a box, whatever, that's got all of the power goes out, I've got it, okay? What's in there? Your flashlights, your headlights, any of the cords to whatever you need to put in there, your batteries, whole 9 yards. So when the power goes out, because y'all know as well as I do, it never goes out at a convenient time. It goes out at 2:00 in the morning. And, all of a sudden you realize that you wake up like me in the middle of the night, you look at the clock and the clock doesn't work. Oh crap, the power's out. However you find out, just using that as an example. At 2:00 in the morning, in 70-mile-an-hour winds and pouring rain, the power is out. I don't want to be going to my shed. So, that way, hey, okay, 2:00 in the morning, I'm staggering around, plug in the freezers, plug in the refrigerators, go back to bed. I know the food is safe. I can take care of the rest of it in the morning. That's it. But use this 24 hours that you have now for a couple of things. A, get ready for a storm that's coming, for potential power outages, okay? But B, use it as practice. Okay, the power is going to go out. Where is everything? How organized are you? If the power goes out suddenly, when it's not a predicted scenario like this is, how efficient are you at getting the house back up and running? Okay. Do you have other things that may be beyond electricity ready for tomorrow? Let's say you heat with the wood stove or with the fireplace. Power goes out, you got no heat, right? Do you have wood already pre-positioned nearby the door, okay, somewhere that is going to be dry next to your fireplace, I don't know, where you can get a fire going, okay? Because, again, pouring rain, 70-mile-an-hour winds, you aren't going to want to walk out and try to drag in a whole bunch of wet wood, all right? Might be worthwhile if you've got a fireplace and your heat is any sort of electric, okay, fans. Start a small fire tonight before you go to bed, okay, or this evening, just so you can get some coals and everything like that going, something to get started in the morning, a little warm. You can throw a couple of sticks on there and get everything up and running. Use storms like this as practice. No different than talking about when hurricanes are coming. And, everybody down in Florida or the Carolinas or wherever, has things pre-positioned. The ones that are not idiots have things pre-positioned. They've already got the wood for their windows or sandbags or whatever they need for their hurricane. You don't want to be the one who is tomorrow driving to the store going, I need to see if I can find a generator, or the people when a blizzard hits, I need to go buy a snow shovel, and you live in Maine, those sorts of things. The 15 minutes that it's going to take you today to pre-position everything for an in case tomorrow is worth hours of headaches tomorrow. Because the last thing, if, okay, again, big if, like I showed you on that graph before, where you have likely power outages and where you have possible power outages. I mean, we're talking from New Orleans all the way to Maine. So roughly the eastern quarter of the United States, the entire East Coast, me included in this one, are at risk of losing power tomorrow. Practicing our preparedness is important. Okay. Collecting stuff is not prepping. Gee, I've got all this stuff. Do you know how to use it? Is it ready to be used? Use some time today to double check your storm preparedness, at least. I mean, if you're in an area where you can potentially get flooded, do you have sandbags? Okay. I mean, that's a serious question. I mean, I'm not even at risk of sandbag or flooding, and I've got sandbags because they can be used for more than one thing. But take a little bit of time today and get yourself ready for this storm that is coming. And unless you got a whole lot of faith in our grid, plan on power outages, because 70-mile-an-hour winds knock down trees. Around me, I got lots of trees and lots of overhead wires. So my stuff will all be ready so I can flip a couple of switches, plug a couple of things in, and at least I'll be okay. Enjoy the rest of the day. Pinball out.